All right, this just in, Chris Colbert, he did miss weight. He came in at 130.2 in his initial weigh-in, so he will have to come back 2 hours later. And I can chalk this up to one thing. There must have been some old-ass men, the Deontay Wilder fangirl club, because that's what they are. They were probably throwing their cheeks in a circle doing seances so that the bad juju would go against Chris Colbert because they're in their feelings. They're mad over what he said about Wilder. But before I get into that, hit the thumbs up, sub, and hit the notification bell. That way you get updated when I drop the news content like this. With that being said, don't forget, hit that bell, because without hitting that bell, something to my channel really doesn't mean anything, because you won't get updated when I drop this newest content. Now, with that being said, let's get into the video. As I said, the Wilder fangirls are shooting off fireworks early for the 4th. They're so ecstatic, so happy that he missed weight, but it doesn't matter because he's only 0.2 pounds away and he will make weight within 2 hours. I can guarantee it. Now, this is what I want to say. A lot of people don't realize is I've seen people who are trying to talk shit about Chris, about his hair colors. That's what they're going at him against. And what they don't understand is, I'll give you 2 examples. When he had his hair pink, he was doing it for breast cancer. Now that he has his hair orange currently, it's for MS, muscular sclerosis. That's what he's doing it for. He's doing it for these ailments to bring awareness to him. And that's a noble deed. So the fact that people are making fun of him because he's bringing awareness to these diseases is ridiculous. It's crazy. And it shows how little they know. So I like the dude. You know, he's from New York. And he's got a record of 15-0. Now, I will say this. He's only got 6 knockouts. So while people can try to say, oh, well, he doesn't have any power. He doesn't have any power. This is what we're going to do. We're going to go over to his box record. We're going to look at his record because I need to say this. Because unlike people like Wilder, this dude is moving the way you're supposed to move. What do you mean by that, Tony? What I mean by that is this. He has been fighting people with better records than him. That is why the knockouts are not being reflected, because he is not fighting tomato can after tomato can, well-designed fight after well-designed fight. In his 6th fight is the first time that he stepped up, and he fought a guy named Titus Williams, who was 7-0. Then he went on to fight Austin Dulé, 11-0, in his 7th fight. Now, just keep track because we're going to fast track this all the way up, just so y'all can see what I'm talking about. The next guy he fought was 28-10 with 3 draws. You know, that's kind of what it is. But again, only his 9th fight. Then he goes on to fight a guy 8-1, 29-8-2, 16-2-1, 33-7-0, 23-3-0, meaning no draws, 16 wins, 1 loss. And then his current opponent is 12-1, although it was supposed to be Gamboa who pulled out of the fight. So this is what I want to say. I was over there on a different channel listening to them talk, and they was talking about how Ness from the Boxing Voice had his interview pulled down because of some crybaby ass shit. That's funny as fuck. Ness, this is why you need to own your own content. This is why working for yourself is better than working for others. Y'all already have something successful going on, so I don't even know why you're doing stuff for fight hype when the Boxing Voice is so big. But I digress. Moving past that. The interview got taken down because supposedly, allegedly, some of Deontay Wilder's people did not get too happy about Chris saying that he thought that Deontay Wilder was going to get beat, that Tyson Fury has his card. What's wrong with that? Everybody is entitled to their opinion. I believe the same thing. I do not believe Deontay Wilder can beat Tyson Fury. I just don't believe it. I don't think he can do it. I think he's got his numbers. In fighting, you see all the time that there is a guy out there, for whatever reason, the number 1 guy can just not beat. He can't beat him. He cannot beat him. No matter how many times they fight, he'll lose to him every single fucking time. And that's what Tyson Fury is to Deontay Wilder. Can Deontay Wilder beat Anthony Joshua? I don't think he can, but that doesn't mean he can't. Can he beat Dillian White? I don't think he can, but that doesn't mean he can't. There are possibilities that Deontay Wilder could beat all the other fucking heavyweights. He just can't beat Tyson Fury. It happens. Like they say, styles makes fights. Tyson Fury's just a bad style for him. He's just a bad matchup for him. But to come back full circle to Chris, because I don't want to take this away from him, I applaud him for saying how he feels. All these people talking shit about him, they're not going to do shit to him. These are fucking people who sit behind a computer chair talking like they're tough, acting like they're tough, But when it comes to a real world situation, they're not going to run up like they say they are. They're not going to throw their hands like they say they are because they're not about it. Most of these people are old ass fucking men. The youngest ones are like 38, 39 fucking years old. We talking about grandpas here. They're 40-year-olds. A lot of them are in their 50s and still talking like they're in their teenage years, like they're about to fight somebody. First off, we know you're not, especially at that age. You'd be a fucking idiot to run up on somebody over some internet shit and fight somebody in your fucking 50s. So everything that you had is going to be taken from you. 9 times out of 10, you're going to get arrested. Like, how stupid is that? And y'all are doing this over a man you're in love with. Yes, I'm saying it right now. These people who do this shit, who say this shit, are in love with Deontay Wilder. They wish Deontay Wilder was twerking for them. That's what it comes down to. Because they have some weird fetish, some weird fascination with this dude, and it doesn't make sense because they keep trying to take it past what it is. And what it is boxing. That's all this is. It's people giving their opinions on who they think will win, who they think will lose. That's not a personal assault on somebody. It's a whole different fucking thing saying that you wish death on somebody, or you're going to run up on them, or you're going to shoot them, or you're going to fight them, or whatever the fuck bullshit's coming out your mouth. And Chris is getting some of that backlash, and that's why I led into it. And although Chris is only 5'8" on the short side, and although he only weighs 130 pounds on the small side, he'll still beat the fuck out of all these old-ass men who are Wilder fangirls. And that's just the fact of the matter. All they do is tough guy talk. And then, Ness, like I said, I feel your pain. You had your video taken down. It sucks, but it is what it is. When you work for other people, you got to go by their guidelines. And if they don't like it, they have the right to pull it down. It's fucked up. It's a good interview. Brought a lot of popularity to you and to Chris. But all I can say is I know there are a lot of people praying that he loses. And I don't. I hope he wins. I think he's a good fighter, and I think he's moving the right way. I think every time he gets in the ring, granted, he had a quick stand-in opponent because Gamboa pulled out, but every step of his career, besides the first 5 fights, he's been looking for harder and harder and harder and harder competition, not trying to get a soft touch, and that's why I like him. I don't like him just because he speaks his mind, which is a good thing, but he walks what he talks by the actions that he does. And I'm hoping he'll be successful, but like I said, he'll make weight. Don't y'all worry. And the fangirls, they're going to be upset when he does, because I know they're celebrating right now. With that, let me end this video so I can go ahead and put it up. Y'all have a good day. Don't forget, comment in the comment section and let me know what y'all think.